Alright, picture this. You're sitting in a meeting, minding your own business, and someone says, "Hey, do you remember, Jeff from the office party last week?" And you just freeze. The name Jeff sounds familiar, but nope, nada, it's gone. But here's the kicker. At 3 a.m., when you're half awake and thinking about life choices, boom, you remember Jeff's favorite salad dressing and how he spilled guacamole all over his shirt. What? Why does this happen? The brain's memory system. So here's the deal. Our brains are kind of picky. They're not like a massive filing cabinet that stores everything. Instead, they prioritize like your brain is a lazy office worker trying to get by on the least amount of effort. When you meet someone, your brain decides whether their name is important enough to remember or if it's meh and can be dumped in the trash bin. Guess what? Your brain is wrong a lot, so you forget Jeff's name. But if Jeff did something crazy at that party, like maybe he yelled, "I am the guacamole king" before the spill, your brain remembers that. It files that under crucial life event because it's attached to an emotional memory, which is way more memorable than, some generic name. The power of emotional memory. Let's talk about emotional memory. Here's why you remember embarrassing moments better than your 4th grade teacher's name. Emotions equals imprinting. When something makes you feel strong emotions, positive or negative, your brain activates areas like the amygdala and hippocampus. And bam, you'll never forget that one time you tripped over your own shoes in front of everyone in 7th grade. Meanwhile, the name Jeff doesn't trigger enough emotional response, so it's quickly forgotten. Your brain's like, "Oh, you felt awkward back then. We're keeping that on repeat, buddy." The science of forgetting names. Now, let's dive into a bit of science. There's a term for this, the tip of the tongue phenomenon. This happens when you know something, but you can't quite retrieve it. It's like your brain put the name Jeff in a drawer, but somehow forgot to put the label on it. The name's there, it's just buried under layers of "I can't be bothered" thoughts.
Oh my God.
Here's where it gets wild. Your brain might forget Jeff's name, but if you're reminded of it later, like, "Oh yeah, Jeff, the guy who loves guacamole," your brain gives you a little high five, and suddenly your brain's like, "Hey, I'm not so dumb after all." Why embarrassing moments stick. Now let's talk about why embarrassing
I'm
moments
sorry.
stick around. It's a survival mechanism. Seriously, your brain remembers that time you spilled your drink in front of your crush because it thinks, "Hey, don't do that again, ever. Please, for the love of your dignity." It's a form of learning from your mistakes, or more accurately, please don't do anything like that ever again. So, when your brain is woken up at 3 a.m. and you're thinking about that awkward moment, your brain is just reminding you, "Hey, remember that time you walked into a room with spinach in your teeth and no one told you? Yeah, we're still holding that against you." The solution to forgetting names? So, what can you do about it? How can you stop forgetting names and remembering embarrassing stuff at 3 a.m.? Well, first off, be patient with your brain. It's not evil, it's lazy. You can try repeating the name right after you hear it. "Hi Jeff, nice to meet you." The more you say it, the better the chances of locking it in. And if you've already forgotten the name, don't panic. Most people forget names. Just say, "Hey, I'm so sorry. I've got a terrible memory." It's a total lifesaver. Trust me. So, in the grand scheme of things, your brain will keep forgetting Jeff's name, but it's definitely going to remember that time you thought it was a good idea to sing karaoke in front of your coworkers. But hey, that's just the brain doing its thing. You can't win them all, but at least next time you'll remember why your brain works the way it does. Just don't ask it to remember Jeff.